I think I'm the only guy in news talk that I know of that's out there talking about the core problem with government intrusion into things like medicine. When FDA sets a price tag of about $1 billion to be able to make it through their regulatory hurdles, the only thing that can make it through that artificial stacked process are things that can be patented. And therefore, things that are natural or in the public domain, like generic drugs that are off patent, those are public domain solutions for health problems. Those are by default precluded from having health claims made about them or having a lot of dollars in the market of research go towards proper top-of-the-line randomized controlled trials and so forth, right? And I can't understand how so many millions of leftists can willfully make themselves so freaking ignorant, stupidly ignorant, that they are more concerned. They think Dr. Pierre Corey of Frontline Critical Care Doctors is the one who should be suspect. Like he's got a massive profit motive, and him and many, many other doctors who are facing so much attacks for treating people with generic drugs that cost pennies in some cases. There's no margin on them. They're off-label use. And telling people to take vitamin D and quercetin and these things, zinc, that are natural, found in foods. But they have been trained by their television and their corrupt government agencies to hate and attack people who are the underdogs, going against the stream, going up the current, against the current. And they have been conditioned to find criminally convicted Pfizer and other groups like that to be the only possible credible source. And you look at Facebook, you look at Google, you look at all these corrupt, dubious extremist groups that they've got around them, Bill Gates and his corrupt Jeffrey Epstein-loving foundation. You look at these disgusting entities that are such shameful, horrible, discredited crackpot groups, and they're all behind these these fraudulent fact check sites. And they put some little link to these little brainwashed lemmings. They just put some little link to a fact checker site run by Facebook and Google and big pharma foundations and so forth and so on. You say, you guys are. How dumb do you have to be? You understand that if they're getting money from the same groups that are profiting from this stuff, that promote this stuff, that are advocates for this stuff, that means that's not a credible source whatsoever for assessing facts of a story? You know, it's like, it's so asinine how dim-witted the Dems have become. I mean, it's like they don't even care. It's like, you know, someone's writing an article exposing Walmart, and these people are linking to WalmartFactChecks.com. You go to WalmartFactChecks.com, it says it gets its money from the Walmart Foundation. You're like, this is how dumb these people are. This is the stuff they send you when you provide real data and real science. That dumb, donkey-headed type ignorance. And that's the problem with our current system, is that it's weaponizing this mass ignorance as a cudgel to shut down real dissent, real science, real data. And the only people that suffer are the people that need help most, the people who are sick. So when I shared something on Twitter, you could see these little, I guess, some leftist bot sites or something retweeted it, and you could just see the dumb, mind-numbing idiocy, the brainwashing. It's like talking to a brick wall. They would tell you, oh, there's no way. I'd say, you know, an antibiotic like azithromycin has long shown to have antiviral effects in many different studies, scientific literature. No, it's an antibiotic. It cannot do antiviral. It's like, you know nothing about science. They don't understand that a chemical can be used as it could be an antibiotic, but it has chemical effects that can help with antiviral benefits. But they don't even they don't understand that, and the media knows, because they've catechized them to this level of walking buffoonery. They know that they've got a party of know-nothings, and they just weaponize that. They sick that know-nothing mob onto anybody who's trying to actually penetrate the noise and stupidity and actually get things done. We've had know-nothing mobs plague our country throughout its history. People who hate science, people who are fueled by fear and envy and primitive, barbaric brutality and hate. That's the biggest thing. Hate and bigotry fuels these types of movements. But we've never seen it so scaled up to a global degree like we see it now on the digital age, because of the way these hate mobs can cross over into international movements overnight. Many of it driven by bots and scripts, fake accounts, and then whipped up into a frenzy to support criminally convicted groups like the big pharma cartel. But all of it stems back from the people not understanding how the FDA system rigs the whole what is a medicine question towards things that can be newly patented products. You cannot get the proper studies done for vitamin D when it's a public domain thing that everybody and their brother can sell. Who's going to put the bill out? Who's going to foot the bill for $1 billion price tag for a product that everybody and their brother can sell and benefit from once the health claim has been proven through the FDA's process? So that's why the system is designed in a way that de facto protects only things that can be patented, new patented products. That is not a scientific basis to do medicine. It's not a scientific basis to explore health solutions. It's not a scientific basis whatsoever. There can be scientific type things done within that paradigm, but fundamentally it is a skewed foundation from the beginning because of the political nature and the special interest rigging that's going on in that. But anti-intellectualism is very strong within the TV party. Anti-intellectualism, hatred for merit, hatred for excellence, engineering, science, rigor, showing up on time, all are being assailed by the know-nothing movement of anti-intellectuals. And it does feel like Lord of the Flies, where the few people who want to have intellectual discussions can be quickly destroyed by the mob at any type of flight of fancy they go off on. And right now, Dr. Pierre Corey and Dr. Peter McCullough have facing their license being revoked because they've run afoul of the drug-pushing cartels that rig the healthcare system. They don't want the people to know that so many things that they are completely dependent on symptom masking drugs for can be solved with therapeutics that are generic or natural or dietary changes that can alleviate so many problems. These people are bloodthirsty at protecting their profits. And the government agencies that they own do their bidding very faithfully. But yet even still, there are some people like the FDA and other officials who NIH who are retiring and quitting because they cannot go along with the garbage any longer.